Hey, welcome back everyone. This is Bill. Thanks for joining my channel. And today, as you can tell by the topic, I'm doing something different. This is a skill I wanted to have, and I've seen this done on movies, you know, with Jason Bourne and then Matt Damon in The Shooter and a couple others, where guys give themselves IVs with random makeshift stuff they find at a pharmacy or a hardware store or whatever. And I always thought it would be an interesting idea to see if I could give myself an IV. Now, I'm not going to use makeshift stuff. I actually have some advanced blood IV stuff in my medical kit, which I'll give you a quick peek here. So what I do have, and then these came out of my big medical kits. You can watch my video on all that stuff that's inside here. But I have blood typing kits, transfusion kits, IV kits, and a bunch of stuff. For today's experiment, I'm going to use some alcohol wipes, clean my surface of my skin. I'm going to go ahead and stop the blood flowing. I have a little butterfly scalp insertion needle that has a tube on it that I'm going to hook up to this pusher. So I'm going to remove the needle and I'm going to hook it up to this pusher after I pull in some saline solution. And then I got cotton for afterwards and a Band-Aid. So I have tape here ready too. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to do this to myself one-handed, right? So I'm pretty sure anybody can give me an IV, but if I was alone and in a situation where I couldn't get help, but I knew I needed fluids, the whole concept is I want to know for sure that I can do it to myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the camera down and I'm going to prep everything and then hopefully just jump right into it. Now, I do have a friend of mine here that's off camera. She's a nurse. I've seen her give IVs before. She's approved all my kit, and she's here just to make sure I'm doing it right. So if I ask her a question, that's who I'm asking. But she doesn't want to be on cam, and that's fine. So what I'm going to do is turn the camera down and angle it down and see if I got enough room. Okay, so I think I can pull this off. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to get my kit ready. And it's peeled open here. Now I'm only using one glove because, to be honest, I'm going to use the top of this hand.
No, don't remove it.
All right, so I'm not going to remove the needle. Yeah. I'm just going to unscrew it.
No.
Put this inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this.
So my nurse is going to help me. She's going to take the needle and she's going to fill it with saline. Get all that good. This is so I don't have an empty tube and I'm not giving myself an empty air IV, right? So I could have chose vitamin C solution or anything else. Now, I do have bottles here of sodium chloride, and this stuff has a shelf life till 25, but I'm sure it's longer because it's just salt water. And I do have a whole box of this stuff. So if I ever did need to rehydrate someone, I actually do have the sodium chloride on the side.
So the bubbles will come up.
Right, so what she did was she's pushing it all the way out, make sure there's no bubbles in here, and then I'm going to, now does this just twist off?
Yeah, twist to the left.
Twist to the left, all right. So I'm removing the actual sharp needle because I don't need the needle.
We transfer this one.
Yeah, so we're going to connect the tube
Twist to the right.
and twist to the right all the way here, or just once? Okay, there. So it's on. So let me show the camera. So that's on there tight. So now I have the needle in my push. So I'm going to push water to push air out until I, whoop. Okay, so water squirted out the top. So in theory, let me set this down here. That's ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and clean the top of my hand, which honestly is clean anyways because,
We use this one.
yeah. All right. So I'm going to try to do it myself because so it might be hard, but what I want to do is I want to see if I can give it to myself here, and I'm going to use the table to help.
Mas madali.
All right, so I'm going to do it on the short. So I'm going to grab,
No, you just tie it. You just tie it like this one.
so, but would this not work?
No.
Okay, she said,
Mahirapan tayo tanggalin.
I see. All right, so just tie it one time around.
Like this.
All right, you show me and then I'll do it myself because I want to be able to do it myself.
We need this to get the bigger,
So you
and
use
the
the,
straight vein, so we get the right vein.
all right, so the knot is on the top of my wrist, and she's saying it's in order to put pressure on the correct veins on my hand, so the correct veins, which you'll see are popping right up really good.
Close your fist.
So I'm going to close that fist
And
and open. So then if I was one-handed,
you can clean again.
so she wants me to clean again my hand?
You should close it.
Okay. Remember, I want to try to do it myself. So she's going to look at my veins here and tell me which veins may or may not be usable.
You can use this vein.
Okay, so she pinpoints this little roller right here. She said this vein is the one I should go for.
But first, you should measure the needle before you
Okay, so looking at the needle,
like this one.
so she's saying, so that way she can say how far should this needle go into the vein. And I'm guessing halfway?
You should start here.
Start there? Okay, so she's saying start there and then go in about a half an
Then,
inch.
About the 3/4 of this needle, because if you will
Push through.
push, yeah.
Okay, and I don't want to
If you
put,
will push all the needle, you can your vein will
it'll push
going
through.
through.
All right, so I'm going to try this one-handed.
First.
And what I'm going to do is,
Clean it.
we'll clean one more time. So this was me supposed to be giving it to myself, but it's still going to be the same concept. So if it was myself, I would use one hand.
Yeah.
And
First,
I would pull.
you do the 40 degree. 40 degree.
So she's saying bend the ear flaps so I can hold it
40 degree.
like this.
Yeah.
Yawn.
40 degree. Yeah.
Okay,
40
so
degree.
she's saying that,
Bevel up. When we say bevel up, the whole thing in the hole
All right.
in the needle will be upright.
all right, so this is bevel up.
Yeah.
So the hole's on the top of the needle. Okay. So my own hand. So it's this vein right here.
Yes.
And you want me to come in at about this angle.
Yeah.
Okay.
You go.
Okay, I think it's in there, right? And you just push.
If you see some blood, it is the right time. We say that you're in the right vein.
Okay.
You're
So
inside the vein now.
So you'll do a little register. So there's no air or there's no blood?
Blood.
Okay, so I'm probably too high.
You should tusukin mo ng
Dig deeper?
lalim. Yeah.
Okay. Ah, but see, I was on the vein.
No. Hindi mo.
No, that's just skin blood?
Wait lang. Wait. Ano natin kasi pwede mo doon eh.
Okay.
Ano tayo ng iba pa?
All right, so I'm going to just try again, just a little bit farther up here, right here.
Dig
40
deeper.
degree. 40 degree.
Yeah.
Down. Okay. And then now let's move forward.
Can you see it? No, you're not entering the vein.
So I am not entering the vein, okay? See, this is a fun skill. This is why I want to learn this stuff.
I should try this one.
Straight down.
This way.
All right. So I'm going to pause here for a second. We'll set up. All right, so I'm back. So what we did was we reset and got this tied. I'm going to shoot for a different vein. Now I'm going to try one more time by myself here because I really want to do this all on my own here. So we're going to go ahead and clean everything really good. I'll put that here. And I'm going to hold this and just squeeze just a little bit to make sure
There's no way.
there's no air. It's squirty. I'm going to bend the flap around. The needle's on the top. And we are targeting this roller right here. So I'm going to try to come in right about, let me get it in camera
Deeper,
view,
no,
right about
much
here,
deeper, yeah.
right? So I'm going to push it in,
Magalaw.
right here.
Medyo magalaw yung vein mo dito.
Dito lang.
Medyo magalaw.
Okay, so easy, right?
Easy.
All right, so,
Tusok mo.
so that's fine. Oh, I got cotton on there. So I'm just going to come in right here.
Oh, diba? Medyo mapurol na siya. Can I see it? Oh, you in it. Yes.
All right.
We did it.
So, and I could tell, I kind of felt it. So, she's going to go ahead and tape this down for me, I guess. So, giving it to myself might take practice, but I definitely wanted to do this today. So now, in this particular case, if this was medicine of any kind, you know, I would be able to give myself saline solution or vitamin C. Or,
Just a little bit.
so this is my first attempt at learning to give myself an IV. It's not a fear factor, right? Because it doesn't hurt. It's just a matter of learning the veins and learning how to do it. So I'm not going to give myself all this solution. I just wanted to see if I had the right kit and if I had the correct tools. Now, if I was going to switch this right now, I would have a different tube and I would have a controller that would have a slow controlled drip. Let me show you what one of those looks like here. So they're in my kit. So I would connect this infusion set, which is basically an IV cannula. And then I would connect it to the bottle, and then the bottle would feed me liquid. So I'm done here now, so I'm going to go ahead and pull out. Well, she wants to help. That's the nurse in you. You just want to help, huh? Okay, thank you.
When you press it.
You push
So
down.
the blood that doesn't.
So the blood doesn't squirt out.
That's all.
And that's it. We'll flush that out. And so, first time trying, right? So I told you I don't always win on the first try. So what I was able to learn now today is the technique. Let me get the camera back down to where it should be. I need another piece of tape here, so just stand by 1 second. All right, so I won't call this a fail, but I won't call it a win because I couldn't do it by myself. Now, this was my first time. Now, obviously, if I practice this a little bit more, I think I have the skill set that I can give myself an IV in an emergency situation. I definitely know using two hands, I can give someone else an IV. I might poke them once or twice until I get the vein registered, but I definitely believe that I have what it takes, skill-wise and equipment-wise, to provide hydration at a minimum during a crisis, medical crisis, and have an IV ready for medication if available. Now, I know this is a crazy video, but it's something I wanted to learn. I hope you guys enjoy it. Any comments or feedback, please just drop them below. If you're new to my channel, check out some of my other content. Some of it's pretty interesting. It's all prep related and expat Philippines related. And if you're still watching this video at this point, I want you to smash that like button. And if you're new, subscribe. So with that, thank you very much, and until next time.